So, who am I? It's a good question. I'm a graffiti writer. I'm just a hip hop purist. Say it like that. I'm a carny. I'm a gypsy. Before all of that, I'm a family member. And I like being a family member more than anything. I have a couple names. In the army, they call me H. But I have a cousin that they call H as well. That's pretty dope. And in that form, we might as well look at H's, twins. My H was for Harlem. You can see the here. Which I never like to say. Hence, just call me H. Back then, the letter H. So, in graffiti, I write echo. Echo in military is E. And I always liked the cadence of when I was in the army. So, cadence is an echo back to the initial. In cadence, it's always an echo back. So, my rap name, if I ever had a rap name, poetically, as a spoken word poet, I chose Life Science, or Life Science. Life Science being this life, happy, content, stable life, glad life. I'm glad life. So life science, meaning the E and the F would always be backwards because lies are fiction. Okay? So I started to call myself L Science for life science. Backwards. Life science. L science. So that became L Dotsy. Hey, L Dotsy! And I changed that up from L Dotsy to EL Dotsy. Okay. So EL not meaning as a Saturn satanic worshiper or something like that. EL being just EL, echo, lowercase e before L of life. So the synchronization is simple, but you could also tell when I write L Dotsy, I always make my lowercase e first before the capital L, then I spell the word dot, D-O-T. Okay. So my name, naturally, is Nicholas Christian Granger. Nicholas meaning victory to the people. Christian would be my religion if I forgot it, but I'm more spiritual than religious. So I'm not an idolatrous. I do love the form of the energy of Yahusha. But looking at that, I would tell you that my last name is Granger or Granger, or if you want to be a dick, Bringer. So now you pronounce my last name, Bringer. It's lazy. So Granger, Granger, Granger. And that last name is taken as the bailiff who gets the money from the vendors of the farm. So the farmer will give fruits away or whatever the case is. And the granger would have to go and pick up the money or the currency that was used during the trade. Now, the term granger comes from Rollo Grange, which you can look up. Looking at that, you start to run into the story where you don't really understand two men's lives as one. So you can look at one man's life as a man who tries. And the more that man tries, the more other men look at that effort as a contest. Now, if a man tries because he was contested against, there should be no reason for the next man to feel like he's the next contestant. Mayweather should not have to get into a ring, or, he shouldn't have to square up and then turn around after the McGregor fight Manny Pacquiao again, or the next person up. And I say that because why would he? Why would any man feel the need to validate themselves in a contest that they are not a part of? Hence, the reason for a one-man show. Because when you look at it, no one else can do for you as you do. So, throw in the term of contest. A man built what they call a gauntlet. And the gauntlet was made as a way to test a man's spirit, his intellect, his reactions, his cognitive skills, without him testing another man, but testing himself. Of course, we know what a gauntlet is, and we're pretty sure a lot of positive things come out of that style. But that's why we have what we call American Ninja Warrior or something like that. We have obstacle courses in the army. There's just ways to test yourself, to see where you stand. That's why we have push-ups and sit-ups, and we have disciplines that you can practice at over time, because nothing happens like that. And if it does, then you're probably spoiled. I'm just keeping it a buck. If you have stuff just falling in line for you, you have mommy issues to me. Now, let's get beyond that. Let's go back one step further to realize, what if that man, that one man, had never received his full validation? How would he feel through the test of time? Should one man have to fight the battle with every man? Is that even realistic? Let's take me for instance. If I drink this beer, does this mean that there's anyone here with me that I should have to rush to drink my beer for? If any man would feel the need that maybe I should rush to drink this beer, would insinuate to me some kind of sorcery. And I would want to know, what kind of source is your sorcery? Because it would not be based upon a man who respects God. It would be based on an idolatrous mind frame of a man who believes that he could be God and control the next man that God created. A man is not supposed to control his son, because his son will have no understanding of who he is as a man when looking towards being one of those great men of life. So just know, I will be who I have to be. I will always, in every way, be for God. I will always, in every way, be for God. So, when I do something, I don't do it for the next man's validation, because men are not validated by man. They're validated by their spirit. They're validated by their strength. They're validated by the heart that they have. And I'm going to state this. It takes a heart. You have to have a heart to say you have heart. It takes heart to say that you have a heart. It takes heart to live with your heart on your sleeves. Because that is who makes a man. So, let's wrap this up at 15 minutes. So here's what I'll do. Edit that if necessary. And put this back to regular speed. I'm not worried about anything I can control, because I know no one.
How come everyone around me around me? I'm a hero, looking at zero. I took all the losers, turn it to mine. No little losers, you're a stand on the mountain. I got from the zero, you drop what you count. How come everyone around me really wants to be around me? When I roll up, I gotta roll up. How come everyone around me really wants to be around me? I roll up. Roll, I roll. I am a hero. I just took all of my losers, turning to money. Now that I'm standing up on a mountain, I need a counter to count all the zeros. How come everyone around me really wants to be around me? Got the roll ups.
want an accountant to count my accounts while I mount her, or she's counting on the counter, my counter.
How come everyone around me really wants to be around me? I roll up, roll up. Everyone around me really wants to be around me. How they found me. Roll up, gotta roll up. How come everyone around me really wants to be around me? I roll up. And ever since they found me, all they wanna do is crown me or clown me. So